Hello, I'm Rue and welcome to my gaming channel, Rue Gaming, where we will review, talk about and play some games. Hello and welcome back to part 2 of my 735 versus 732 levelling experience video, where I'm going to be continuing to look at the levelling experience for players since the patch. Now, before I go into it in too much detail, what I've decided to do from this point onwards is I've decided to use the Arcanite Reaper heirloom. The reason why I'm doing this is because I'm trying to get the highest amount of damage whilst keeping the levelling experience basically as even and level as possible, so it's fair between the two videos. Now, 732 is the top screen with the male character, 735 is the bottom screen with the female character. As you probably can tell already, the progress of the 732 is further ahead than it is with the 735 counterpart, because I'm running around basically 1, 2 or 3 hitting some of the mobs with the Arcanite Reaper loom. And the other reason we've gone for it is I love the weapon itself, the Arcanite Reaper weapon. I had the original. I think it was bad back in Burning Crusade, I think, on my Horde Paladin. Now, whenever you activate that weapon's ability, you basically turn an undead character playing rock and roll music. It's, really cool. I can't remember exactly what I got it from, but I remember when I did get it, I was like, yeah, a lot of fun. Now, going back to what we're doing. So, as you can see, the experience I'm getting is, at this point, it's, 70 odd XP per kill, roughly. And I am literally just 1, 2, sometimes 3 hitting the mobs. I mean, if I can group them together, I can plough through them quite quickly, especially with Victory Rush. Getting health back on when you start on a new mob after a successful kill. That's a really helpful ability. Now, on 735, I'm not even reached the Farwell mines yet. I'm not even there. I'm at Gold Shire, sorting out my items, weapons. As you can see, I've now got the Arcanite Reaper loom equipped. Now, by the time I actually start in the mine on 735, I'm probably going to be nearly finished on 732. You will start seeing, as the videos progress, higher XP values on 735 on the kills and on the quest rewards. Now, it doesn't speed things up because the requirements to reach each level in 735 is higher, a lot higher, especially as it goes like over level 20. But you're not going to see that in this series. The requirements get larger, the amount of XP gets larger, it takes longer to kill them, they become harder, they hit you harder. Some of them they could risk even killing you. Now, I've just hit level 6 now on 732, we're at 735. Yeah, I'm only a fraction of the way into level 5, I think. It's quite a distance away. But yeah, that gap will start getting larger and larger as time goes on. Okay, so on 732, top screen, I'm just about to hit level 6, and you're about to see any second. There we go. Right, now in terms of progress, I'm about to finish the Faraday mines and move on to the next questing hub sort of mini area. One of the things you will notice when I get to the max level for this area in 732, I am going to move on to Westfall, because the amount of XP I'll be getting will not be that great. With 732, even though the progress in killing the mobs and doing the quests is quicker, it's time to move on to Westfall. And Westfall will be getting better XP at that point. Now, 735, it's not the case, because guess what? This is where the improvements kick in. This is where the whole thing about Blizzard to finally fix levelling. You can continue to gain reasonable, decent amounts of experience in your quest areas that you want to do while finishing the stories and the whole chapter sort of thing of that zone. So in 735, you're going to see me go all the way to killing the infamous Hogger. Yay! Well, not killing, because they've changed that. He just gets chucked in the prison, doesn't he? Spoiler there if you haven't already seen it. Still play anyway, because it's quite funny. You get to have a rematch with old Hogger. Gone are the days where you can just get a mass load of level 1s and zerg him. Fun and games. Right. So I am slowly moving through the Fog Edit Mines, 735. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time to clear it. As you can see, even with the heirloom, it's like 1, 2, 3, sometimes 4 hits. Now, obviously, as the level goes up, it's going to be a lot more. If I come across any named elites, it's going to take a lot more hits. Now, I don't think it's on these videos. When I tried doing this on the PTR on 735, I did actually come across an elite rare, and it took a good minute to kill it, and yeah, it felt more of a challenge. It felt more fun. Yeah, probably not going to see much of that in this series, fortunately, because I've not been lucky enough. I think. I mean, to come across the Red Ridge Mountain, there was one in particular when I did PTR. Let's see what we come across. With regards to Red Ridge Mountains, I'm not a fan of it. I never have been. Even the new story, it's a bit more interesting, I think, but I still don't quite like it. So what I actually do when I get to that point is I equip full heirlooms, just to show you what difference it makes to the living experience in both 732 and 735. So I do it in both, so you get an experience without the looms, with the looms, close to level 20. One thing criticism I do have at this point, the quest chain I'm doing now in 732, started doing the one where you basically going around doing errands for the 2 different farm families to basically get to the bloke, the lad and the girl to meet up. Now, I remember doing it in Classic, and at one point you see the girl sort of fade over there with his potion, and they have a little chat, a little bit of dialogue. Now, I've tried it several times on live and on PTRs, such as this one. I'm going to do it in this series to try and catch the conversation. The girl disappears, and then that's it. I'm always left thinking, what's going on? I mean, I have before waited for a while just in case that was it. Didn't make a scrap of difference. I remember I was waiting there for about a good 10 minutes before now, nothing. And other times I just gone over there and if going on, nothing. I mean, if anyone's got any input or ideas on how to actually get around that, so you can actually see the conveyor. It's a small little thing, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see if anyone's found a way of actually getting that bit to work, especially since Cataclysm, because it's been Cataclysm where I've noticed it's not actually worked properly. I don't know if it's just me, but everything else has found that. Right, anyway, so enough of that, getting off topic there. Okay, 735, I've moved away from the mines, and I'm actually starting the other quests. I'm actually starting that quest chain I just mentioned, where 732, I think I'm slowly progressing through that particular chain of quests. Obviously I'm a lot further ahead, and side note, so this is still playing through. It was mentioned to me by a friend that the sound level last time wasn't great. And some people said it's been okay, other people not so okay. I've got a new mic now. It's a 1x1 mic I found on the internet, and it seems to be quite good so far. I'm quite impressed with it. Whereas before I was just using my default headphones on my headset. It was a 7.1 surround sound headset, which is great sound, really good sound actually. The mic wasn't that good. Also, my son broke the mic, so that may have had something to do with it. Actually realise, but anyway, I've got this this new mic. Yeah, it's great. It's a USB 3 mic. It's doing the job so far. Yeah, so hopefully that will fix things. Right, so I'm basically on the same chain of quests now with 732, 735. Well, on 735 I've not started it, and 732 about halfway through. Now, I think I'm about to hit level 7. Yeah, level 7, and on 735 I'm actually not level 6 yet. I'll probably at level 6 shortly, so there's nearly a whole level in difference between them. And as mentioned, that gap will only increase. It'll grow and become bigger. Okay, so 735, yeah, I'm not that far off from level 6, 85% I think it says. So it's just a few more quests. Now, I think by the time I get to level 7, on 832 I'll be level 9, I reckon, at this rate, because I've already made quite a sizable dent. It's nearly a quarter of the way into level 7 already. like I said, yeah, it's the main thing is just the speed. It's the speed of how quickly I'm killing the mobs, and yeah, the fact that it doesn't need that much XP. I'm still getting a decent amount of XP as well. I mean, look, 800 for just a quest, when the requirements for the next level isn't that much. I'm already halfway to level 8 already on 732, and I'm still not at level. Oh, here we go. Level 6. I've just hit level 6 now on 735. I was about to say I was still not there. I've just dinged. 735 is now level 6. But look, a few more quests. That's nearly 2/3 into level 7. I'm not far off level 8 now. I'll be 2 levels soon. Nearly. It's just, yeah, it is widening. But while playing 735, I do have to say, I did find that I was enjoying myself. I know I was rush playing still, because let's face it, I've done this zone several times, so I know the quests quite well and where to go and so on and so forth. But I was actually enjoying it. Whereas 732 is just like, come on, I'm fast going to kill these, quit faster sort of thing. Especially when you're trying to power level a character up, it's just like, it becomes a grind. Whereas with this, it's 735. It's like it's still a grind, but you get the feeling that you're actually having a fight with something. It's putting the old feel of, well, to me at least, it's putting the old feel of classic into it. Because classic, everything seemed like a grind, and it was interesting. It was also challenging and fun. It was very, it was a very good feeling playing classic. It was quite enjoyable. At the end of the day, making the game feel more entertaining, like how classic is kind of the point.
Wow, that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a like or click subscribe if you want to see future content. And don't forget to click the bell if you want to get notifications when I do upload new videos. Okay. So for now, thanks again, and until next time, see ya and good gaming.